So I heard that you are struggling with a migraine. Migraines are absolutely terrible. I suffer from them myself. However, I am lucky in the sense that I only get them when I'm super stressed out. However, I do have a few remedies that work for me whenever I have my migraine moments that I am trying to get you to do as well to maybe help relieve some of that pain or pressure, get it to go away, or get your body and your brain to focus on something else rather than this intense headache. Okay, so can you tell me where you're feeling the migraine the most? Is it on the forehead area, above the brows, on your temples, behind your ears, on the back of your head, and then on the far back of your head, right at the base of the spine, at the top of the spine? Okay. Yeah, that sounds so painful. I'm so sorry. Okay. So, are you having any sensitivity to sound, to light, to smells? Okay. Yeah, that's just normal, okay? I can tell you right now, whenever I experienced my first migraine, I didn't know what was going on. I was really scared, and I actually ended up going to the hospital. Yeah, because I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't have a great doctor there either, and so I was just really nervous. However, now I know what it is. I know it's a migraine. Sometimes I get these little auras in my eyes. That's just called an ocular migraine. And once you just learn what works and what doesn't, it can help make managing a migraine a lot easier. Okay? So, first thing that helps me that I found out is caffeine. And like sugar. I don't know if that works for everybody, but for me it works. So I think the one time I had a migraine, I went to a fast food restaurant and I got their largest iced coffee and I just chugged it and it helped. Another time I just drank a lot of chocolate milk, and it helped. I don't know if that's because of the sugar content in it, or if it's just like a placebo effect, like, oh, I really enjoy chocolate milk. It brings me back to childhood when I would be drinking it, or something like that. So, I brought you a glass of chocolate milk. It smells so good. I think I'm gonna have to get myself a glass after this. And it's in a beautiful little pink striped cup. Dishwasher safe. That's important. Would you like a sip now? Okay, here, have a sip. Okay. I'm just gonna set this right on over here, and you can grab it whenever you want, okay? Now, what else would make me feel better sometimes is getting just a little bit of some medicine in here. These are just Advil. I know Excedrin Migraine also works really, really well, but I don't use that one, so I don't have any on hand. But I do use these sometimes. So why don't we give you, let's give you one, okay? And then if you need more, let me know, okay? To open, we gotta push down and then turn. Okay, I was really struggling with that, and I don't know why. How fun. Alright, so I'm gonna hand this to you, okay? And there you go. And I'm gonna just put the cap on the pills here so that they don't spill anywhere. I just dropped the cap. There we go. See, this thing just likes to fight with me because, like, look, it's like... And now that I said that, it's on there perfectly. These pills don't like me. So before you start drinking that or swallowing that pill, I do have some hot water for you. I think a hot beverage like hot water, really helps you feel a lot better. I have a little bit of hot water in here because I have a decent amount of chocolate milk and I did not want to overwhelm you. So if you want some more hot water, let me know, okay? And right up here we have a special little Pochaco, I think I'm pronouncing it right, from the Sanrio company. And look at that. There he is. He's saying, get better, get better, get better. Okay? So, let's take a sip of this hot water first. It's not super hot. I like it more warm than anything else. But we can have some warmish hot water in here. Yeah, it's not too hot. Let's take a sip of this first, and then we can take that little pill and swallow it, and then we can have some more, okay? All right, I'm ready whenever you are. Okay. Okay. Good. That's crazy. I just read the sticker underneath. Okay. And then pop the pill. Okay. Okay. Are you ready? Okay. Is it down? Did you get it all? Okay. Do you need me to? Okay. Okay. You're good. One more sip. Okay. Thank you. And there's still a little bit more. If you want any more, let me know, okay? Alright. Do you want some more chocolate milk? Yeah. That might make you feel a little bit better. There you go. Now, like I said, sugar and chocolate help me. So I also got some really yummy snacks here. It's like biscuit, and then it's covered with a milk chocolate. Oh gosh, it's so good. These and the I think there's a picture of it on here somewhere. These ones are my absolute favorite. So I have these for you that we can open at any time. You want me to open them now? Okay. Okay. Let me just figure out how to open them. Okay. can just help yourself to these whenever you want, okay? Okay, there you go. They're really good. Tell me if you like them. Okay, and another thing I like to do when I'm feeling a migraine come on or I'm having one really bad is I just like to pamper myself a little bit. And that's like, it could be anything from like brushing my hair, using a scalp massager, whatever. So I brought some over here for you. I thought maybe we could go in with one of these first, just to like stimulate the scalp just a bit. Just like doing little circles like this. Not hard enough to make your migraine worse, but just enough to make you feel good, okay? Now these aren't sharp at all, they're just little silicone. So, why don't you lean your head back, and then I can just kind of do little circles, okay? Okay, let's get this side then, okay? Okay, and then on the back of your head. And how's that feeling for you? Is that feeling okay? Okay. Okay. I don't want to put any knots in your hair, so I think that's just where I'm going to leave it with that. And then I have this guy. He just kind of like, imagine this is your head. And he just kind of goes around it and just kind of gives it a nice little massage. Like that. Is this something that you think you'd be interested in? I'll make sure to do it extra light for you, okay? There we go. Close your eyes for me, okay? Okay. Feels so nice, doesn't it? I love it when people do this to my hair or to my scalp. There you go. It just feels so good. Okay. Now, if you just turn your head to the side just a little bit, I can get this area. Okay. Alright, now if you want to turn your head the other way, okay, I can come in, okay? And then if you tilt your head down towards your chest, okay, great. I can kind of get the back of the head. Yeah, there we are. All right. And now, sometimes after I use both of those tools, I do get knots and tangles in my hair, just because I have wavy hair. You can't really tell now because I have them in braids, but it is just a simple hairstyle that I did so that I make sure that I can come over and take care of you. Okay? So So what I like to do is just do a quick little brush, quick little sweep through your hair to make sure everything is all good, that you're all taken care of, okay? Okay. Alright. Do you want a drink before I start? Do you want some chocolate milk? Okay, let me grab that for you. No, I don't want you to move. Move as little as possible, okay? This is your time to be taking care of yourself, okay? Let me take care of you. Sip. I love it. Good thing I bought a big gallon of it. I don't know why I bought a gallon of it. I just was like feeling it one day, and they were having a sale at my local supermarket, and I just bought it. And normally I'm not like a super impulsive person like that, especially nowadays because I'm really trying to save some money. Aren't we all? But you know, I was just really like tempted, I guess. I don't know. And sorry, you got some hair coming in your face here. Let me get this out of your face. And I just got it, you know? I was like, wow, that's a good deal. And the craziest thing is, I don't even remember how much it was. But I'm assuming it was something like semi-cheap, or else I wouldn't have bought it. And what's even crazier is that I don't know about you, but I'm lactose intolerant, so I didn't really need, or I guess I really shouldn't have bought the big thing of chocolate milk. But you know, I'm only human, right? You gotta enjoy life sometimes, okay? And my philosophy is, if we're at home, or you're at like an area where you feel comfortable, you know, you can just have that lactose, okay? Just enjoy yourself. Just be prepared about what may happen afterwards. Or better yet, take a lactate pill. They have those at Walmart, Target, Wegmans. I never seem to like buy them. I always have the full intention of buying them, but when I'm there, at these stores, I get distracted by so many other things, and it's kind of crazy because, you know, I'll write like a list on my phone, and I'll just go and look at it, but I'll be like so focused about getting in and out because there's just so much going on there, and I just want to get out, you know, like, I just want to go home. Sorry, but these big stores like that are not my favorite place to be. Okay, let me do one more little area right here. Perfect. Okay. Your hair looks nice and tangled free, which is great. So one last thing that I wanted to do was, here you go, have a sip. Thank you. I wanted to kind of just massage your shoulders and the back of your neck a little bit. Do you think that would help? Yeah. I think a little massage, it can do a lot of good for you physically and mentally, just because we store so much stress in our body and sometimes we don't even notice. So let me just moisturize my hands first so that you don't get any like dry hands on you before I grab some of this lotion and I just go in on your shoulders. So normally I would ask what kind of pressure you like. There we go. If I need more, I'll go grab some more. But normally I'd ask like what kind of pressure you like. But if you have a migraine, I think a light pressure would be nice. There we go. Let me just get my thumbs in there on your shoulders, okay? Your skin is so dry. Your skin is so dry. When was the last time you put lotion on? Okay. I know getting on the back of your shoulder blades can be kind of difficult. If you have somebody around, please ask them. If not, I kind of like to do one hand up, one hand down kind of motion and just kind of get a lot of lotion on my fingertips and just kind of like do that kind of thing. Right. Yeah, your muscles are so tight. I think maybe this weekend or maybe next weekend, whatever your plans are, we should go and get you a massage, right? Yeah. Have you ever had a massage before? Okay. I like the Swedish ones. It's just lighter pressure. Some people really like deep tissue. I'm not a deep tissue kind of girly, just because when I go to massage, even if I have like intense knots and stuff like that, sometimes I'll be okay with a bit of pressure. Other times, I'm just kind of there to relax, okay? So, okay, let's get your neck, okay? Let's just get the back of the neck. So how are you feeling? Is it feeling better? Okay. Okay. Do you think you could eat something, or do you think you can stomach it? Okay, because I don't know. Migraines affect people totally differently. Like for me, I don't get sensitive to sound. I don't really get sensitive to light either. Sorry, I'm like pretty tired, I guess. But I just like, I get like these auras in my eyes, and I of course just have like the pain and discomfort, but I normally sleep it off, which according to my neurologist isn't really a great thing for you to do. So please don't do what I do. Do some self-care and figure out what works for you and actively do it. You don't have to suffer through this, okay? Migraines are very common nowadays. I think it's because of the stress of everyday life and people becoming very easily overwhelmed because we're always online, we're always available in a sort of sense. So if you have like emails from your work set up to go just directly to your phone, you always have your phone on you, right? And even if you're playing a little game to relax or reading a book, you know, you can get a work email that comes in, and then what do? Oh, you feel compelled or curious enough to open it, and then you're just reading it and doing work outside of work hours, which can stress you out. People, you know, we need to really work on work-life balance, okay? And work can be like if you have a stereotypical job, if you have like schooling that you're doing, if you're volunteering, whatever it may be, we need to get a good balance between work, volunteering, school, yourself, your free time, your self-care, so then these ones don't clash. They can just kind of mesh together, and that you don't get migraines as often. Of course, if you're getting them all the time, please talk to a doctor. There are really good doctors out there who know a lot. Do not Google, okay? Because whenever I first got my first migraine, I did Google, and I actually made things worse for myself. So please don't do that. I know it's like so easy to make a quick Google search. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. Just contact your doctor, talk to some family members who may have it, talk to a friend. Migraines migraines are very, very common. So there's a good chance you know somebody with migraine, or even if you have like questions, you can ask me. Like I said, I don't really do much for mine. I just kind of suffer through it, which isn't great. I am working on it. But if you have questions, like, please don't be afraid to reach out to a doctor, which I highly recommend, a nurse, family, friends. Watch videos on YouTube that are not anxiety inducing. Do not Google though, okay? It'll like freak you out, okay? Or at least it did to me. But the most important thing is to remember to take care of you, okay? Okay. So, how was that little massage? Pretty good, right? It smells really good, doesn't it? It's a native sugar cookie. I love sugar cookie. The scent smells so good. I know it's like a holiday scent. Oh my goodness, I'm putting myself to sleep. But I know every time it comes out around the holiday season, winter, I stock up on it. I'm not gonna lie. I stock up on it. I maybe buy like 3 or 4 bottles of it every time I can. I'm not like really mean to the fact like I'll clear the whole like shelf of it. I'll leave like maybe 1 or 2 behind, but the majority are coming with me. I use it every day, every other day, and I just can't go without it. I need it throughout the year because it just smells so good, and the ingredients in it is such like nice ingredients. So I don't know if you like it. Do you like it? Yeah, okay. Well, I have like so many other bottles at home, so I'll let you keep this one, okay? And I'm gonna let you get some and I'm gonna go and start to make you some soup and some crackers just to get something in that tummy, okay? Okay, I'm gonna get you something in that tummy since you think you can eat it, okay? Until then, remember, drink the rest of your hot water. There's only a little bit left. You have your chocolate milk, and then you have your little snacks, okay? Don't get completely full on the little snacks. They're very easy to do, but I'm gonna make you something good to eat, okay? Okay. Alright. I love you. Ti voglio bene.